Yes, so on the previous term we were discussing about acceleration due to gravity. Okay, acceleration due to gravity is the acceleration produced in a freely falling body. Okay, any body which is falling freely under gravity, that is under the gravitational force of the earth. As it approaches towards the earth, its velocity increases due to the gravitational force of the earth. Okay, velocity increases means it has some acceleration, and this acceleration which is produced due to gravity, due to the gravitational force of the earth, we term it as acceleration due to gravity. Okay, now this acceleration due to gravity has the same unit and dimensions as that of acceleration, and its value is constant near the surface of Earth. Okay, everywhere in the universe, everywhere it's not constant. Okay, only near the surface of the Earth its value is constant, and this value is taken as 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, then okay, after that, we were discussing the relation between acceleration due to gravity and gravitational constant. Acceleration due to gravity we represented by small g, and the gravitational constant we represented by capital G. So any object which is placed on the surface of the earth, there is some force of gravity on it. Okay, the force of gravity means its weight, and its weight is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so the force of gravity acting on the body of mass small m is given by mass into acceleration due to gravity. Okay, also the earth and this body of mass m, they are attracting each other with a force which we call it as the gravitational force according to Newton. This force is given by gravitational constant, mass of the earth, mass of the body upon square of the distance between the two bodies. Okay, that is, this will be the radius of the earth square. Okay, so both are the forces acting on small m. We can equate these two forces. So m into g is equal to g m upon r square. Mass of the body cancels out, and hence the acceleration due to gravity is related to capital G by the formula g m upon r square. So this is the relation between acceleration due to gravity and the gravitational constant. Okay, we have already discussed this in the previous term. So small g and capital G are related by this equation. Okay. Now write the next topic, density of the earth. Okay. Practically it is not constant everywhere, but the average density we assume to be constant. Okay, so density of the earth, now let's find out the expression of density of the earth. Okay, density we know is given by mass upon volume. We are finding out the density of the earth. So mass of the earth upon the volume of the earth. Okay, now earth is considered to be spherical in shape. Okay, so the volume of a sphere we know is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So as earth is also a sphere, so its volume is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, now mass of the earth can be determined from this formula. Small g into r square upon capital G. Okay, so mass of the earth we can write it as g into r square upon capital G. Okay, let's write it like this. Upon capital G, this 4 pi r cube, 3 will go in the numerator. Okay, so this is equal to 3 upon 4 small g upon capital G pi into r is the expression for the density of the earth. So the density of the earth is given by this expression 3 by 4 small g acceleration due to gravity upon g into pi into r. Okay, so the density of the earth could be measured by this formula on substituting the values. Okay, capital G is constant, pi, radius of the earth is constant. So using this formula, that is substituting the values, we can find out the density of the earth. Okay, now comes factors affecting the acceleration due to gravity. Like gravitational constant, everywhere constant in the universe, but acceleration due to gravity is not constant everywhere. Okay, on the earth also there are various factors which are affecting it. So we'll study about the factors which are affecting the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, now here you may note down the radius of the earth. If it comes in the numerical, this value will be given. Okay, radius of the earth. Okay, for the earth here, the radius is given as 6,400 kilometers. Okay, that is, you can convert it in meters. 6.4 into 10 raised to the power 6 meters. Okay, otherwise this value will be given in the question. Okay, and mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to the power 24 kgs. Mass of the earth 6 into 10 raised to the power 24 kgs. Okay, no need to note it down in the question. In the numerical, these values, mass of the earth, radius of the earth, everything will be given. Okay, if it is not given, you can keep it as R only and keep it as N only. Okay, now write down factors affecting acceleration due to gravity. Factors affecting acceleration due to gravity, that is small g. Okay, so here we will study. There are few factors, we will study three factors. The first one is altitude. Factors affecting small g. Okay, altitude means the height above the surface of the earth. Okay, with the height above the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity decreases. So first write down. Acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity decreases with the increase in height. Decreases with the increase in height above the surface of the earth. Decreases with the increase in height above the surface of the earth. Okay, that is, with the increase in the height, the acceleration due to gravity will decrease. Okay, now on the surface of the earth, we have already found out the expression of small g in terms of capital G, which is given as G mass of the earth upon R square. When the body is placed on the surface of the earth, this is the expression for small g. Now, if a body is taken to a height h above the surface of the earth, okay, now if the body is taken at a height h above the surface of the earth, now what will be the distance between the center of the two bodies? The earth center is here and this is the mass m. So what will be the distance? R plus h. So at a height h, above the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity, you can write down g subscript h. Okay, that is the acceleration due to gravity at a height h. Will be G is same, universal gravitational constant, mass of the earth will remain the same only. Okay, and what will be the distance? This will be R plus h whole square. Okay, now let us divide these two equations. That is, let us find out GH upon G. GH is the acceleration due to gravity at a height h. G is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. Okay, on dividing gm upon r plus h whole square divided by gm upon r square, a upon b divided by c upon b, a upon b into d by c. So capital Gm cancels out. So it becomes r upon r plus h whole square. Okay, this upon this r plus h whole square. Gm upon r square, this r square will go in the numerator. So the acceleration due to gravity at a height h is given by r upon r plus h whole square into g. So this is the expression for the acceleration due to gravity at a height h. Okay, so note it down. On the surface of the earth, it will be given by this expression. At a height h, okay, the distance will become r plus h. In the denominator, r plus h whole square. In order to compare it, let us divide these two equations. So gh is equal to r upon r plus h whole square into g. From this expression, you can see that the acceleration due to gravity at a height will be less than g. So from here we see that g h is less than g. That is the acceleration due to gravity decreases with the increase in height. Okay, as the height increases, as h increases, gh will decrease. Okay, so the acceleration due to gravity decreases with the increase in height. Okay, now let us consider that h is much less than r. This h is much less than r. Okay, if h is much less than r, okay, we write this equation. Okay, you will use this formula only for the numericals. But if it is given in the question that if h is much less than r, that is h by r is much less than 1, what does it mean? H upon r is much less than 1. Okay, then see what formula can we use it. Okay, from here only gh is equal to, okay, r plus h upon r raised to the power minus 2, you can write down like this, or let us divide numerator and denominator by r. Divide the numerator and the denominator by r square only. Okay, inside the bracket we are dividing it by r, that is divided by r square. So what do you get? 1. Okay, numerator we have divided by r, denominator also r. 1 plus h upon r whole square can be written like this. Okay, dividing the numerator and the denominator by r square. Okay, or inside the bracket we are dividing it by r. So r upon r, this will be 1, r upon r, 1 plus h by r. So this can be written as 1 plus h upon r raised to the power minus 2 into g. Okay, so 1 plus h upon r raised to the power can be written like this, simple mathematics. So gh is equal to 1 plus h upon r raised to the power minus 2. Okay, now this can be expanded by binomial theorem. Okay, now what is binomial theorem? When you expand this, you get a long series. In that series, will retain only the first two terms. The rest terms will be very, very small, so we'll neglect it. Okay, those who have maths, they are going to study this binomial theorem in maths. Okay, it will be a long series and will retain only the first two terms because the other terms will be very, very small. Okay, now those who have bio. So what you will do? Only multiply this power at this place. Only multiply the power. So what you get? 1 minus 2h upon r into g. Okay, simple, because you haven't studied in class 10 this binomial expansion. Okay, that is in class 11th and 12th in mathematics. So bio students anyhow will not be studying. So you will directly write using binomial expansion. Using binomial expansion, Okay, what you will write? G H is equal to 1. This minus 2 will be multiplied over here. So how much is it? 1 minus 2h upon r into g. This is the binomial expansion. So this formula can be used when h is much less than r. Only in the case when h is much less than r or h by r is much less than 1. Then you can use this formula, otherwise you have to use this formula only. Okay, otherwise the formula used will be that only. If it is given in the question that h by r is much less than 1, then you can use this formula. Okay, how do we get? By binomial expansion. This is the second term, first term is 1, this is the second term, third term will be h by r whole square, the next term will be h by r whole cube. As h by r is much less than 1, h upon r square will be very less than 1. So all the rest terms are neglected over here. Only we are retaining the first two terms. Okay. So for bio students, you will just multiply over here. Okay, but you can use this formula when h upon r is less than 1. Okay, then only you can use this formula, that is the binomial expansion. Okay, so here as h upon r is less than 1, so we have used this formula, that is multiplying that power over here with the second term. Okay, so written. Okay, now write the question. Note it down and write down. Write down what is the acceleration due to gravity. What is the acceleration due to gravity at a height equals to half the radius of the earth. At a height equals to half the radius of the earth. Okay, find out the acceleration due to gravity at a height equals to half the radius of the earth. Okay, half the radius is not very small, h is not. So which formula? This formula only. Hurry up, find out and tell me the answer. What is the acceleration due to gravity at a height equals to half the radius of the earth? H is equal to half earth. Okay, you cannot use this. Why? Because this is the formula when h is much less than r. Now here height not less than r. Okay, half of the radius of the earth you cannot consider to be very less than the radius of the earth. We substitute h is equal to half r. So the acceleration due to gravity r upon r plus, this is h is r by 2. Okay, take the LCM in the denominator. 2r plus 1r, 3r upon 2. So this is r upon 3r upon 2 whole square into g. This r and r cancels out. So the acceleration due to gravity at a height is equal to 2 upon 3 whole square. 2 upon 3 is 4 by 9. So it will become 4 by 9 times g. Okay, so the acceleration due to gravity reduces by 4 by 9 times. Okay, or you can substitute g as 9.8 and calculate the value also, or you can keep it as such. So the acceleration due to gravity is 4 by 9 g. Next question. Okay, the next question yourself. Write down, find the acceleration due to gravity. Find the acceleration due to gravity at a height equals to radius of the earth. Find the acceleration due to gravity at a height equals to radius of the earth, that is h is equal to r. Hurry up, find out yourself. Find the acceleration due to gravity at a height equals to the radius of the earth, that is the body is taken, the body of mass m is taken at a height which is equal to radius of the earth.
Ma'am, G by 4.
Yes, correct. Everyone got this answer? G by 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, only two yes I could hear. What about others? Not done. The same way you have to do it. Now the height is h is equal to r. Okay, r plus r. This will be 2r. Cancel this r and r. So what do you get? 1 upon 2 whole square is 1 upon 4. So it will be 1 upon 4 times g. Okay, so it will reduce by 4 times g upon 4. Okay, now next we'll discuss with the depth. Okay, variation of acceleration due to gravity with the depth. With the altitude, we have discussed factors affecting the acceleration due to gravity. The first factor we have seen is it is the height above the surface of the earth. With the height, with the increase in height above the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity decreases. Okay, now the next factor, write down depth. Write the second factor, depth below the surface of the earth. Okay, depth is depth below the surface of the earth. Okay, so with the height we have seen that the acceleration due to gravity decreases. Now with the depth we'll see. Okay, again on the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity we know is given by capital Vm upon r square. Okay, now let this is the earth having the radius capital R. Okay, now the body is taken. Suppose d depth below the surface of the earth. Okay, now here is the body. The body is taken d depth below the surface of the earth. So at depth d, what will be the acceleration due to gravity? Let us write it as g subscript d. That is at a depth. Is equal to g upon, now what will be the distance between the center of the two bodies? It will be r minus d. Okay, so r minus d whole square. Now comes the mass of the earth. Now the mass of the earth will be, the body is here. Mass of the earth that is enclosed in the sphere of radius r minus d. You cannot take the full mass of the earth. When it was taken to a height h, the mass was the whole mass of the earth. Now the body is here at a depth d below the surface of the earth. Now what will be the mass of the earth? It will be enclosed in the sphere r minus d. Let this mass, we'll write it as m dash. Okay, now let us write this mass as m dash. Now when you compare it, here the mass of the earth is m dash, that is mass of the earth enclosed in the sphere radius r minus d. Here m is the total mass of the earth that is enclosed in the radius capital R. Okay, so you cannot compare it. So this mass of the earth, we have to bring it in some constant term. Just now we have discussed that the density of the earth is assumed to be constant. So here also mass will convert it in terms of density. This m dash also will convert in terms of density because mass, the density of the earth, we assume it to be constant. Okay, mass is equal to volume into density. Capital G, volume of the earth is 4 by 3 pi r cube into density rho upon r square. Okay, this is on the surface of the earth. Here m dash also will convert in terms of density, then only we can compare, that is we can divide these two equations. Capital G. Now m dash is the volume of the earth in the radius r minus d. Okay, this r is, this is capital R. Okay, this is r minus d. Okay, and this is d. Mass of the m dash is mass of the earth enclosed in r minus d. So volume, which volume you will take? Volume of the earth which is enclosed in r minus d radius. So what is the volume of the earth in r minus d? 4 upon 3 by r minus d whole cube into density is constant upon r minus d whole square. Okay, now you can compare it because both have come in terms of density. It is not m and n dash. Okay, so now you can compare, that is find out the ratio g d upon g. I am doing yourself. Find this ratio. Okay, now here r minus d whole cube, r minus d square. You can cancel out, r minus d will remain in the numerator, plus it r cube upon r square, numerator r, and then divide that in equations. And tell me what is the final expression, g d upon g, acceleration due to gravity at a depth d. This is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. So what do you get? Capital G, 4 upon 3 pi r minus d into rho upon g 4 by 3 pi r into rho. Okay, now you can cancel out. Okay, why it remains r minus d whole cube upon r minus d whole square. It remains r minus d, r cube upon r square. It is r. Cancel out all these, cancels out 5 rho. So g d upon g is equal to r minus d upon r, or the acceleration due to gravity at a depth d is equal to 1 minus d upon r into g. Okay, this is the expression for the acceleration due to gravity at a depth d. Okay, so again from here we see that gd is g minus d by r into g. So that is the acceleration due to gravity at a depth is less than the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. So the acceleration due to gravity decreases with the increase in depth. Okay, so here written is, and write it here. So gd is less than g. Okay, note it down. gd is less than g. Okay, so what do we see? That with the height also it is decreasing, with the depth also it is decreasing. So it means it is maximum on the surface of the earth. Okay, so the acceleration due to gravity is maximum on the surface of the earth, but on the surface of the earth also it is not the same everywhere. Okay, first note it down and then write down. Note it down. So write down, hence acceleration due to gravity, decreases with the increase in depth. Hence acceleration due to gravity decreases with the increase in depth. Okay, so what are we saying? With the height also it is decreasing, with the depth also it is decreasing. So it is maximum on the surface of the earth. Okay, now the third factor will be the shape of the earth. Okay, before ending the class, the third factor we'll study tomorrow. Okay, write one question. Find the acceleration due to gravity. At the center of the earth, find the acceleration due to gravity at the center of the earth. Okay, we know that the acceleration due to gravity at the depth is given by 1 minus v by r into g. Now the body is taken to the center of the earth. What is the depth equals to? The depth is equal to radius of the earth. So substitute d is equal to r. That is 1 minus r upon r. 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. So the acceleration due to gravity becomes 0 at the center of the earth. Okay, hence acceleration due to gravity is 0 at the center of the earth. Okay, now the third factor we'll discuss tomorrow.